Hi, this is Jason Morgan with MuscleWorks Fitness in Carolina Beach, North Carolina. Today I'm going to show you the proper formulas for calculating your BMR. Okay, one of the first things you want to understand is the difference between a BMR and a BMI. BMR is your basal metabolic rate. It's the number of calories that your body will use throughout the course of a day in the normal process of activities, whether you're exercising or not exercising. BMI, which is a common measurement referred to by doctors, is actually a measure of your body weight and height. It's a formulation using those two measurements to come up with a number that will determine whether or not you're obese or not. It's really just a variation of the old insurance chart formula with a new name. Your BMR, basal metabolic rate, is what we're focusing on here and teaching you how to figure your daily caloric usage through that formulation. I'll be using the Harris-Benedict formula, which has been around since the early 1900s and is the most common formula used for your BMR. To calculate your BMR, what you want to do is get a pen and a piece of paper and a calculator. Calculating the BMR for a 200-pound man using the English formulation, your BMR is going to equal the number 66 plus 6.23 times weight in pounds, which will be 200. Then we're going to add that figure in parentheses to 12.7 times height in inches, and this is a 6-foot tall man. So it's 72 inches. Then we're going to subtract 6.8 times age in years. This particular subject is 40 years old. That will give us our initial calorie intake. So let's calculate that out. Times 200. So we have 66 plus 1,246. Then we're going to add that to 12.7 times 72 inches. That's 914. It says 0.4, but I just generally round down. Then we'll subtract from that total 6.8 times his age in years. That's 272. Now to add that all up, we've got 66 plus 1246 plus 914 minus 272 equals 1,954 calories. Now that's your baseline calorie. You also have to factor in your activity level. Your activity level is you're going to take and multiply this number times 1.2 if you're sedentary, 1.375 if you're lightly active, 1.55 if you're moderately active, 1.725 if you're very active, or 1.9 if you have an extremely hard job and you train twice a day, or you're extremely active with your hard job. So that would be, probably less than 1% of the population. So this particular subject is moderately active, so we'll take the 1954 times 1.55. This subject will need 3,228 calories a day in order to just maintain his weight. A couple of final notes about your BMR. The formulation for women is different. We use the English measurement. In this example, there is a metric measurement available. You can find those online. Another point about being online is there are several websites available that actually have a very simplified BMR calculator where you just input a few basic numbers and you don't have to go through this long calculation. And those are the proper formulas for calculating your basal metabolic rate.